Gamers really confuse me. Wait. I shouldn't say gamers. I should say gaming fanboys. I mean, wow. This is the only industry I know where people will defend millionaires for a subpar product. This company, Bluehole, has sold 25 million copies on the PC. They are bona fide millionaires, and yet you people will make up any excuse on the planet for them to give you a crap early access game on the Xbox One. This is inexcusable. It should not happen. Now, I understand that the game is early access. I get it. But at the same time, as a consumer, you paid $30 for an early access game. You paid half the price of a fully priced new game, and what are you getting? A game that is hardly even playable. Now, I understand it is early access, so, textures might not be there, graphics might not be there, animations might not be there, limited maps might be in place, limited game modes might be in place. Okay, I get it, fine. But the game doesn't even run properly. The game doesn't even play properly. The game runs majority of the time in the low 20s and in the teens. That is inexcusable. If you are playing an early access game, which your purpose for playing it is to actually give proper feedback and criticism, I'll repeat myself, proper feedback and criticism, how are you supposed to do that when the frame rate of the game is so low you can't even play it properly to give a proper assessment of the title? The whole point of early access is for you to be critical and for you to give criticism and your feedback so that they can improve the game. You damage controlling and making excuses for millionaires, I repeat, making excuses for millionaires is not the purpose of early access. You making excuses for companies does not help the situation. Oh, but people are hating on PUBG. It's early access. People are supposed to be overly critical of the game. How do you think this game is going to get fixed? By you damage controlling for it? By you making excuses for it, or by you calling out the developer of an early access game on its shortcomings and faults so that they can, oh my god, improve the game? Again, this is absolutely absurd. This is the only industry where people make excuses for millionaires. Nobody looks at a defective car and says, oh well, they'll get it better next time. Nobody looks at a defective TV. Oh, well, they'll get it better next time. Nobody looks at defective anything in life and makes excuses for it except for video games. And I do not understand it. Early access is early access. But the point of early access is for the people that buy early to be critical of the game. It's for people to find fault in the game. It's for people to give critique of the game. It's for people to be overly critical of the game so that the developer can improve upon the game. None of that happens if you keep damage controlling and making excuses for these game developers. And that doesn't just go for early access games, that goes for games like Xenoblade 2. The game is clearly not running at a good frame rate. The game clearly does not perform properly. The game clearly does not look up to standards of 2017, even towards the low Switch standards. And yet, what are you people saying? You're making excuses for a billion-dollar company. You're making excuses for a company that doesn't give a damn about you. Instead of asking for a solid product, instead of demanding a well-crafted product, you are calling people haters. It's just absolutely insane. People that want their money's worth are now being called haters because, God forbid, they ask for a solid, well-crafted product. God forbid they ask for 30 frames per second in 2017.